Good evening. Happy Monday, the 29th of September 2025. Today I have taken yet another very interesting and valuable astrological content for discussion and presentation. Please remain attached or please stay attached to me until the end of this presentation. You will be learning many things astrologically from this presentation. The title of this presentation I have taken as Unlock the Hidden Power of Your Horoscope to Achieve Success in Life. No exaggeration, but pure astrology. I don't exaggerate, but I practice pure astrology. Whatever I shall be discussing based on pure astrology and without any exaggeration. Unlock the hidden power of your horoscope to achieve success in life. Many astrologer doesn't know this concept. What about others? But stay attached to me. I will share my knowledge with the esteemed viewers. Do you know that every horoscope has Raj Yogas? Do you know that every horoscope has Raj Yogas? Even it may be the horoscope of a very poor person, socially not recognized, a commoner, a common person like me. Do you know that every horoscope has Raj Yogas? The planetary combinations for status and wealth? If not, watch these valuable presentations until the end. I shall explain in the horoscopes of famous and well-known personalities to enable you to understand the secret astrology rule in its spirit and tenor. Note the following. Please note the following carefully. The ninth house is the strongest trikona from the Lagna or from any house is the house of Dharma, luck and duty, from the Lagna or from that particular house. For example, the ninth house from the sixth house is from the sixth house it is the 10th house. The ninth house is the strongest trikona from the Lagna, we all know. But from any other house, it is also the Dharma trikona of luck and duty. For example, from 6th house, the 10th house, from 6th house, the 10th house is the I will explain on the horoscope. I will show on the horoscope first. See, it is the horoscope and 6th house is here in Sagittarius. From 6th house, the 2nd house is the 9th house. 2nd house is the 9th house. From 6th house, the 7th house, 2nd house is the 9th house, and The third house is the 10th house. It is just an example. I want to make everybody clear about this rule. So I have been showing on the horoscope, which I will show later on also in this presentation. The 9th house is the strongest trikona from the Lagna or from any house, is the house of Dharma, luck and duty. Dharma means duty and luck also, from the Lagna or from that particular house. As I have said, from the 6th house, the 2nd house is the 9th house, and 3rd house is the 10th house. So if they combine, then Raj Yoga, Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from that particular house will form. The 10th house is the strongest Kendra from the Lagna or from any house. The 10th house is the strongest Kendra from the Lagna or from any house, is the house of Karma, means profession and your action, from the Lagna or from that particular house. Take the example of the 6th house. From 6th house, the 3rd house is the 10th house. I am just taking example of 6th house. It can be made from any house, all the 12 houses, including the Lagna. And from the 6th house, the 2nd house is the 9th house. And when they combine, they form Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga, the strongest Raj Yoga found in a horoscope. That concept many astrologers doesn't know. It is my research from make any house as the pivot and spot the 9th house and the 10th house, the strongest trikona and the strongest kendra from that particular house. And if these two planets or houses combine, then Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from that house will form. It is not essential that Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga should form or forms always from the Lagna. It is not essential. Rotate the horoscope. You can make Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from any house of your choice if it exists in your horoscope. If it exists in your horoscope. Rule. What is the rule? When the 9th house and the 10th house or their lords combine in any way, they form Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga, the Raj Yoga of the highest order, and confer status and money to the natives through the significations of the house from which they are the 9th and 10th lord. You will be the Dharma-Dharma-Di-Pati Yoga. If formed from the 6th house, it will benefit you through the significations of the 6th house. I will explain. Or from any house. It is for sure. It is for certain. You will be benefited from that house. If Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga exists from any of your house, any of the house in your horoscope. If Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga is formed from any of the house of your horoscope, you will be benefited by the significations of that particular house. Every house has positive significations, including the 8th house, 6th house, 12th house. Every house has positive significations. And in an easy way, I'm telling how it is to be spotted. An easy way to spot this combination in a horoscope is to locate if the lords of the two consecutive signs are together or are in mutual aspects. Because they should be the lords of the two consecutive houses, otherwise they cannot become the lords of 9th and 10th, because these are the consecutive houses. So they should be the lord of the two consecutive signs, like Saturn Jupiter combination, like Mercury Sun combination, Leo Virgo, like Venus Mercury combination, Taurus Gemini, like Venus Mars combination, Libra and Scorpio, like Moon Sun combination, Cancer and Leo. These should be the consecutive signs. Otherwise, and if you count, it will become the 9th lord and 10th lord from any of the house. And if you count, if the lords of two consecutive signs are together or are in mutual aspect or are in exchange, that means they are in Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from any given house, from any of the 12 houses of your horoscope. Clear? I think so. It has now become clear. If not clear, please watch this video once, because it is in front of you in the written form as well as I am explaining it. Tentative results when the Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga is formed from the different house of a horoscope. It is the tentative results. Go through the table. Combination of 9th and 10th lords, either through association, mutual aspects, exchanges, anything. And it is the tentative result. 2 column. From Lagna, if the Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga is formed from the Lagna due to the combination of the 9th and 10th lord from the Lagna, then there will be rise in profession and wealth. From 2nd house, if the 9th lord and 10th lord from the 2nd house, if the 9th lord and 10th lord from the 2nd house combines, then wealth and elevated family status is the tentative result. Got my point? If 9th lord and 10th lord from the 3rd house combine, then the native will will become talented, have communication skills, excellent communication skills, and statusful brother, younger brother. Should I tell with the example? See, the 3rd house. From 3rd house, which will be the 9th house? From 3rd house, which will be the 9th house? It will be the 11th house. It will be your natal 11th house. And which one will be the 10th house? It will be the 12th house from 3rd house. Isn't it? From 4th house, if the 9th and 10th lord from the 4th house, if the 9th and 10th lord from the 4th house combine, they will definitely give you properties and statusful mother. If the ninth and the 10th Lord from the 5th house combined, you will have luck in speculation. You can become an actor, knowledgeable and statusful son. What my point? If the ninth and 10th Lord from the 6th house combine, it will result in destruction of enemies. It can make you a lawyer. It can make your body free from diseases and show the level of profession, including the time of elevation, professional elevation of your father. Your father will be in an elevated profession, because the 9th Lord and 10th Lord from the 6th house has combined. What 6th house shows? 6th house shows the profession and professional status of your father. Since 6th house is the 9th house of luck from the 10th house of profession. Since the 6th house is the 9th house of luck from the 10th house of profession. It is 6th house is the 6th house is also the 9th house of luck from the 10th house of profession of your father. What my point? 7th house, where if the 9th and 10th Lord from the 7th house combine, happy and successful partnership. If the 9th Lord and 10th Lord from the 8th house combine, you can become a researcher and have good longevity, means lifespan, ayu. If the 9th and 10th Lord from the 9th house combine, you will be lucky, statusful and get a powerful father. What my point? 6th house is the 10th house. Sorry, earlier I could not explain it properly. Now I shall be explaining. 6th house is the 10th house of profession of your father. Count from the 9th house. The 6th house will become the 10th house of profession of your father. 9th house is the house of father. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th house will become the 10th house of profession of your father from the 9th house of father. 10. If the 9th Lord and 10th Lord combines, it will give you. If the 9th Lord and 10th Lord from the 10th house combine, it will give you high level of profession. If the 9th and 10th Lord from the 11th house combine, it will give you statusful elder brother and statusful friends. Means you will also become statusful, otherwise you would not able to become friendly with them. If the 9th and the 10th Lord from the 12th house combine, you will be successful in investments. These are all tentative results. Let us apply the rule in the horoscope for a better understanding of the concept. I am taking the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi, a former Prime Minister. It is the horoscope in front of you. I will first narrate and then show whatever I have narrated on the horoscope. The Sun and Mercury are together. From the 6th house of Sagittarius, the Sun is the 9th lord and Mercury is the 10th lord. As such, Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga has been formed from the 6th house of Sagittarius, which bestowed her with the following results. From the 9th house of Father, 6th house is always the 10th house of profession of the father, signifying the status and profession of the father. Since the Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga has been formed from the 6th house of status and profession of father, her father, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, was a freedom fighter first and then became the Prime Minister of India, first Prime Minister of India of independent India. Became the first Prime Minister of independent India. Since the Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga has been formed in the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi from the 6th house of competition, enemies and the lack of profession, bracket, 6th house is the 9th house of luck from the 10th house of profession, she was unvanquishable. Nobody could defeat him. She remained as the Prime Minister from 1966 until she died in 1984, barring a small intermittent period of 3 years from March 1977 to December 1979 when she was not Prime Minister. But from 1966 until her heavenly abode in 1984, she remained to be the Prime Minister minus 3 years. I will show in the horoscope. See, ascendant is Cancer. Ascendant is Cancer. Sun and Mercury combines. Sun and Mercury combines. And they are the lords of 2 consecutive houses. We know they are the lords of 2 consecutive houses, Leo and Virgo, and aspected by Jupiter, who is a functional benefic as well as natural benefic, without any malefic influence on Sun and Mercury. Sun is the lord of Leo and Mercury is the lord of Virgo, and they are the lord of 2 consecutive zodiac signs. Now, if you start counting from 6th house, it is the 6th house Sagittarius. Start counting from 6th house Sagittarius. What will become? The 9th house will be Leo, lorded by Sun, and the 10th house will be Virgo, lorded by Mercury. Isn't it? Should I count and throw? See, from the 6th house. For Cancer Lagna, the 6th house is always Sagittarius. We all know. For Cancer Lagna, the 6th house is always Sagittarius. We all know. Count from the 6th house Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ninth house is Leo, and 9, then 10 is Virga. Sun is the lord of Leo and Mercury is the lord of Virga. Leo is the ninth house, so Sun is the ninth lord and Mercury is the 10th house, and Virgo is the 10th house, so Mercury is the 10th lord. They are in the same house. They are in the same house. 9th lord and 10th lord from the 6th house combines, forming Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 6th house. Her father, see, 9th house. First, let us, we all know that the 9th house is the house of father. 7th house will be Capricorn with Cancer Lagna. 7th house will be Capricorn. 7, 8, 9. Then 9th house will be the Pisces. 9th house will be the Pisces. If you start counting from Pisces, the 10th house of profession of the father will be the 6th house. Will be the 6th house. Count in direct order. It is the 9th house, first house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the house of profession. 6th house is always the house of profession of father in the horoscope of his children. In a child's horoscope, the 6th house shows the profession of the father, since it is the 10th house from the 9th house of father in a child's horoscope. Got my point? And from 6th house we have seen there is Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga formed by the Sun and Mercury without any malefic aspect. So the father of Srimati Indira Gandhi was the freedom fighter Shri Nehru. He was a famous person and he became the first Prime Minister of independent India. Convinced about the rule, how beautifully the rule shows the combination. Otherwise, if you don't know this rule, you will not able to analyze with Rahu and Venus in the 6th house. The profession or the level of profession of the father, you would not able to analyze with Rahu and Venus in the 6th house, which is 10th house of profession from the 9th house of father. You would not able to, nobody can analyze, I guarantee it. Only with this rule you can analyze the status of the father of the children. With this rule, from the horoscope of the child, from the horoscope of the children, you can analyze the status of the father. You do not require the horoscope of father of the child. From the child horoscope will tell you what is the status of the father. Raj Yoga, Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga. It is the first rated Raj Yoga in a horoscope. Isn't it? Now, see, she was unvanquishable. It was very difficult to defeat her. It was very difficult to defeat Srimati Indira Gandhi. It was very difficult. Why? See, the 6th house is Rahu and Venus. It is a very ordinary house. And how you can say by looking at the sixth house of enemies, competition, etc., that that nobody would be able to defeat her because of this Raj Yoga. Because of the Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga, which helped her father to become the first Prime Minister of the independent India, it also helped her to remain unvanquishable before her enemies. Moreover, sixth house is the ninth house of luck, of the 10th house of profession. The 10th house for Cancer Lagna is always Aries. If you start from the 10th house of profession to know the luck about the profession of a native, what is the luck? Without luck you cannot climb up, you cannot hold a big post. So we have to see the luck. Start counting from Aries. 1, 2, 3, look at my cursor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the 9th house of luck of the 10th house of profession? Is the 6th house. Is the 6th house. Can you give any prediction by seeing that Rahu and Venus are there in the 6th house, which is the 9th house of luck from the 10th house of profession? It is impossible that she will become the Prime Minister. You would not able to predict. Nobody will able to predict unless you know this rule. And that is only because of Sun and Mercury, which formed Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 10th house, from the 6th house, which formed Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 6th house. See, what are the significances of the 6th house? First, it is the house of profession of the father. Secondly, it is the luck of your profession. Thirdly, it is your ability to defeat your enemies, open enemies. Secret enemies are seen from that 12th house, and open enemies in the form of opposition parties are seen from the 6th house. Open enemies are always in the 6th house, and secret enemies are always in the 12th house. They will remain friendly in front of you, and they will cause the greatest harm to you. They are the secret enemies. They will not come openly opposing you, but the 6th house enemies are open enemies. They will oppose you in front of you. So, see, one combination, 3 good results, and that too evil house like 6th house. We become very afraid when we talk about 6th house. But see the beauty of the 6th house and the beauty of this Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 6th house without affliction. I told you, I will be explaining on the horoscope. I do not leave any astrology presentation without explaining the astrological rule in the horoscope, and until I am satisfied about the accuracy of such rule, I never bring anything in public domain. When I become very satisfied about the about the efficacy of that rule, then only I bring in front of the public, in public domain. Before that I don't bring any rule. After experimenting, after research, after analysis, I bring this kind of rule in the public domain for discussion. Otherwise it would become a misguiding presentation. Why I should misguide somebody who is believing me as a teacher, who has faith on me as a teacher? I cannot take that kind of sin on me. Now let us discuss another horoscope. Before that there is a paragraph also. When astrology is in the hands of a capable person, the horoscope starts interacting with that person by the grace of the divine Almighty. The person who is teaching, the astrologer, astrological teacher, they should be competent, not incompetent, and they should be capable of showing their statements on the horoscope of the famous personality, not of their clients. Who knows? He might have manipulated the horoscope and presented it. I never do it. I always discuss astrology in public forum, taking the horoscope of famous personality, so that there is transparency. You all know I am showing the date, time, place of birth, everything. You yourself can make out the horoscope, including the Ayanamsha I am using, that is Lyri Ayanamsha. Ayanamsha I am using, everything is front of you. Everybody, it is in front of everybody. Nothing opaque, everything is transparent. Horoscope of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao, a former Prime Minister, a famous person. It is his horoscope. P.V. Narasimha Rao, date of birth 28/6/1921, Tuesday, time of birth 11:30 a.m., Warangal, Andhra Pradesh, India, and Ayanamsha is Lahiri Ayanamsha. First I will narrate and then I will show on the horoscope. In his horoscope with Virga Lagna, Jupiter and Saturn are together. Jupiter and Saturn are together. Look at my cursor. Jupiter and Saturn are together. In the 12th house of Leo. Not at all a good house, but you will see what kind of good result he has got from this combination. I will explain. In his horoscope with Virga Lagna, Jupiter and Saturn are together in the 12th house of Leo from the 10th house, 12th house of Leo, from the 10th house of Gemini. For Virga ascendant, the 10th house is always Gemini. From the 10th house of Gemini, Saturn is the 9th lord for his Aquarius lordship, and Jupiter is the 10th lord for his Pisces lordship, forming Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga, which helped him to become the Prime Minister. He didn't want to work under the remote control of Sonia, worked independently without any fear or favor, and bravely faced her displeasure of Sonia Gandhi. She faced. He was even not shown respect from these guys. He was not a spineless person like most of our present political leaders who do not have the guts to oppose their supremo when wrong. He have that kind of guts to displease Sonia Gandhi, who wanted to control him by a remote control. He wanted to become his remote control, in the case of as she did in the case of Dr. Manmohan Singh, but she could not did it with P.V. Narasimha Rao. It is there in the media. I am not talking of my own. I am not spreading any bogus. I have read in the media and I am sharing whatever I have read long back. Whatever I read in the media long back I have shared. He was not a spineless person. he had spine, backbone, and he dared to oppose her. Otherwise, nobody in the Congress able to oppose this thing, Gandhi. Nobody will dare to oppose them. Dare to leave the party. But he didn't leave the party. He continued as the Prime Minister and declined to work as per the wishes of somebody else. He worked independently. And everything I am talking, I don't know them. I neither know Narasimha Rao, nor I know, or I know Sonia Gandhi. None, I don't know. I am a common person. I don't know any of them. I only know their horoscope. And whatever I am talking from the media only, that appeared in the news media long back. Ascendant is Leo. You have to focus on these two combination of two planets, Jupiter and Saturn. They are the ruler of two consecutive houses, Aquarius and Pisces. Virga is the Lagna. For Virga Lagna, the 10th house is, what is 10th house? Gemini. From Gemini, count from Gemini, because 10th house will give the result to him. From Gemini, the 9th house is Aquarius. Always it is Aquarius from Gemini, and 10th house is always Pisces. And they are together. This is 9th Lord Saturn and 10th Lord Jupiter are together without any malefic influence on them. And they are forming, Jupiter and Saturn has formed Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga from the 10th house of profession. But what happened to him? He became the Prime Minister during his Mars Mahadasha. During his Mars Mahadasha, he became the Prime Minister. But Jupiter Mahadasha was the opening Mahadasha at his birth. He got Jupiter Mahadasha. He got Saturn. I am extremely sorry. He got Saturn Mahadasha at his birth. He got Saturn Mahadasha at his birth. I think moon is in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It is in Uttar Bhadrapada. So he got the Saturn Mahadasha at his childhood. He got Saturn Mahadasha during his childhood, and Jupiter Mahadasha after his sad demise. So this didn't operate during his life, during the prime age of his life. During the prime age of his life, none of the Mahadasha operate. But that gave him, but this combination gave him excellent result and worked as a protective shield for his profession. Otherwise, by displeasing somebody like Sonia Gandhi, how he continued as Prime Minister? He continued as Prime Minister for the full term, and if I am not mistaken, he even took Atal Bihari Vajpayee of the BJP for many foreign related policies. He involved Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji for many foreign related policies because of his experience as foreign minister. Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji I am talking about. He was also a foreign minister. Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao was also a foreign minister, but he took on board during his time Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji also from the BJP as an advisor without caring anybody. He took the fittest person on board. Whosoever is fittest, he took them on the board without asking any permission from anybody. He didn't ask any permission from anybody. And he did it. And nobody could remove him also from the power. Look, the beauty of the combination. Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 10th house of profession. So, he got his Saturn Mahadasha during his childhood. Yes, I am correct. And Jupiter's Mahadasha after his heavenly abode. You can now explore your horoscope to establish a possible combination between the 9th Lord and the 10th Lord from any house of your horoscope, and the significances of that house will give you the Raj Yoga result. If it is from the 7th house, you will shine in your profession, you will shine in everything after your marriage. If the Raj Yoga, this Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga is there from the 7th house, for example. If it is from the 5th house, you will shine in life after the birth of your first child. If there is Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Yoga from the 5th house. It is not essential that Dharma-Karma-Di-Pati Raj Yoga should form only from the Lagna or ascendant. It may form from any house. It may form from any house, as discussed and explained in this presentation. I have told at the beginning that I have come with something very interesting. You would be able to learn something new from me. I did exactly what I told. I hope that by now the incredible rule and its application, you can say it is a research rule, and its application have been clear to the viewers. If not, please watch the video once more, not once, twice, thrice, as you like, as many as time you like, because the written version as well as my audio, everything is in front of in the presentation. You can go through the written version, it will appear in your screen, because I have not concealed anything. Whatever I have told, I have written them. If you cannot understand my pronunciation properly, you have the advantage to read it in the video, because everything will come now. I have taken the screenshot of everything, my voice as well as the written statement, written presentation. Everything is in front of you. There is no possibility of any doubt. There cannot be possibility of any doubt. You can very well read it, listen me, how I have explained, and learn this rule so that it will come in your use in future in horoscope analysis of yourself and of others. I have no malefied intention against anybody. I want to share my knowledge in astrology. That is my only objective, because I am on a mission to spread the knowledge of Hindu astrology across the globe. That is only my mission and nothing else. Otherwise, I would have requested many people to give liking and all those things. I hardly request anybody for liking. I don't. Subscription I tell. Why I tell for subscription? Because you will able to know about my next video in what is called through notification. You will get a notification, and if you are interested to learn the way I explain the astrology, you will be able to know that. If you are interested, you can subscribe so that you get the notification. Thanks for watching. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst, researcher, philosopher and teacher, means astrology teacher. Thanks for watching once again and for your time.